look at the food on this table: fresh roasted maize, a thick cut of meat, and raw sugarcane. Imagine trying to eat these tough, fibrous foods without any physical tools to help you cut or crush them. It would be nearly impossible. Fortunately, human beings come with a built-in toolkit right inside our mouths. Every single tooth is a highly specialized tool, shaped perfectly to handle a specific physical task during a meal. We actually get two different sets of these tools during our lives. The first phase starts when we are babies. We grow 20 small, temporary teeth called milk teeth, but around the age of 6, they begin to loosen and fall out. This 3D model shows what happens next. Those 20 smaller teeth dissolve, making way for our permanent teeth. By the time we are adults, 32 larger, stronger tools slide right into their fixed positions. Once this second set of 32 teeth grows in, that is it. It is the final set you will ever receive. If one breaks or gets damaged by decay, your body will not grow another one to replace it. Because this 32-piece toolkit has to last you for an entire lifetime, it pays to understand exactly how each individual tool works, so you know how to protect them. Let's start at the very front of the mouth. If you run your tongue along your front teeth, you will feel the first set of tools, the incisors. In this animation, we've highlighted these 4 front teeth. Notice how they are shaped like flat chisels with very sharp edges. They are specifically engineered for biting and slicing downward into hard things, like snapping off a piece of sugarcane. As the model rotates slightly, notice the sharp, pointed teeth sitting right next to the incisors. These are the canines. They act like small daggers, perfectly designed to grip and tear apart tough, stringy food like meat. Now, looking at the very back of the jaw, we find the premolars and molars. Instead of sharp edges, they have wide, flat tops. They work exactly like heavy grinding stones, crushing food like maize kernels into a soft, fine paste. Eating is an incredibly coordinated chain reaction. The front teeth cut, the side teeth tear, and the back teeth grind. Every time you take a bite, these tools fire in a specific sequence to prepare your food for digestion. But to really understand where a tooth gets its crushing strength, we have to look beneath the surface. This vertical cross-section diagram of a single molar shows 3 main regions. The visible top part is called the crown. Right at the gum line is the narrow neck, and very deep below, anchoring the tooth into the jawbone, is the root. Notice the outer white layer pulsing at the top. This is the enamel. It acts like a suit of armor for the tooth. In fact, enamel is the hardest substance found anywhere in the human body. Just beneath that armor is a thicker, yellowish layer called dentine. It is a bone-like material that acts as a strong foundation, physically supporting the rigid enamel above it so it doesn't crack under pressure. And right at the center, look at this glowing chamber. This is the pulp cavity. It is a soft core completely filled with delicate blood vessels and nerves. This is the living part of the tooth that allows you to feel pressure, heat, and cold. The tough outer armor of enamel and dentine is there for one main reason: to protect this highly sensitive, living core from damage and severe pain. However, this armor has a weakness. After we eat, tiny particles of sugary food often get trapped in the tight spaces between our tools. Our mouths naturally contain bacteria. When these bacteria find the leftover sugar, they feed on it. As they digest the sugar, they release a highly corrosive liquid waste, an acid. This macro animation shows exactly how that happens. You can see the bacteria consuming the sugar and releasing that glowing acid. Over time, the acid slowly melts through the protective enamel, burning a dark hole that we call a cavity. If that hole reaches the nerves in the pulp cavity, it triggers severe, throbbing toothaches. The decay also causes visible dark spots on the teeth and gives a person bad breath. A decayed tooth is a broken tool. When our teeth hurt too much to chew, we start avoiding tough, highly nutritious foods, like meats and raw vegetables, which our bodies desperately need to stay healthy. Since we cannot grow a third set of teeth to replace broken ones, we have to actively defend our toolkit every single day against those acid-producing bacteria. The first step is mechanical defense. By brushing our teeth soon after a meal, we physically sweep away those trapped food particles before the acid has a chance to form. Notice the correct brushing motion in this video. The bristles move in gentle, sweeping up and down and circular motions. You want to avoid scrubbing harshly back and forth, which can actually scrape away the gums. The second step is dietary defense. By limiting how many sugary sweets we eat and sodas we drink, we actively starve the bacteria of their favorite food source. Combining a daily cleaning habit with a low-sugar diet guarantees that the bacteria simply cannot generate enough acid to break through your enamel armor. Let's quickly review. Your mouth is equipped with a 32-piece set of irreplaceable tools: incisors for cutting, canines for tearing, and molars for heavy grinding. The physical strength of those tools depends entirely on keeping the hard outer enamel completely intact, which shields the sensitive living pulp hidden inside. By taking just a few minutes every day to clean them properly, you ensure your toolkit will allow you to eat your favorite foods, speak clearly, and smile comfortably for the rest of your life. Thanks for learning with us today. To explore more lessons and test your knowledge, visit us at the web address on your screen.